Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video if you find it entertaining or helpful. And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. Real quick before we get started on this week's edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update, I wanted to point out something that I think is really important and something that could help out a lot of people right now. If you're not aware, the state of Kentucky got hit very, very hard by a series of tornadoes over this past weekend. And if you want to help in the relief efforts, because trust me, it is very much needed, I'm going to put a link down in the description below and also flash the link up on the screen here as well. If you want to donate to help the cause, please do so. This is the same link that the governor of Kentucky did put out as well. So we're using the official link to donate and help these families out because their entire homes, their entire towns were wiped out. And I'm not even kidding. The footage is unreal when you look at it, but a lot of work to do. A lot of people are struggling, so if you can help out, please check out that link in the description below. Now let's move on to the Weekly Pointers News Update, and if you're not familiar with what the Weekly Pointers News Update is, let me fill you in. First of all, every Sunday evening, I will put out these videos that try to catch you up on all the news you may have missed as it relates to credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, the economy, and everything in between. And I deliver it in a fun, fast-paced format. On one side of the screen, you'll see a list of the topics that I will be covering. The highlighted topic is the one that I'll be currently discussing, and there's a timer at the bottom to let you know exactly how long I will be discussing each topic. You'll also find chapters for each story that I discuss down in the description below, so you can certainly skip ahead if you would want to, but why would you do that, right? These are fun videos where I'm going to catch you up on everything you may have missed through other news outlets, and I think we just get into it because there is a lot to cover today. You ready? Let's go. Hyatt has put out a new bonus journey program. Now this one's a little bit different than what was out earlier this year, but this is essentially a way for you to earn bonus points as a Hyatt reward member, and that's not a bad thing. For this one, you have until March the 15th to register for stays that occur between January 15th and April the 20th. Now you must register for this promotion before the stays in order to get the bonuses. The way it works out right now is that for current World of Hyatt reward members, you get 2,022 bonus points for every 2-tier qualifying nights. On top of that, if you are a World of Hyatt credit card holder, you get an additional 1,000 points for each eligible stay. It is important to note the wording on this because 2-tier qualifying nights is not the same as one stay, okay? A stay could be 1 night, it could be 2 nights, it could be 7 nights, whatever the length of your reservation is. A tier qualifying night is literally the amount of nights that you put your head on the pillow at a stay in a Hyatt property, all right? So a tier qualifying night is not the same as a stay, so keep that in mind when you're trying to plan this out. Let's say you made a reservation for 2 nights at a Hyatt property. You would get the 2-tier qualifying nights and you would get the 2,022 points. And if you are a card member as well, then you'll get an additional 1,000 points on top of that, equaling 3,022 points. It's important to note that bonus points that you earn do not go towards tier status at all. They're literally just extra bonus points that you can use on a future stay. This bonus journey offer isn't as good as the ones we've seen in the past, but it is something. They are throwing us a bone here to help earn some extra reward points. I was a little underwhelmed when I saw it initially, but let me know. Maybe I'm wrong, but again, anytime they're helping you earn more points, I don't think it's a bad thing. Just comparatively, it's not as good as it's been in the past. I always get really excited when a new credit card is on the horizon, and it looks like American Express could be getting ready to deliver a new business card. A survey was sent out to recent American Express customers asking questions about a future business card with American Express. And from the details that we've seen from those that have received the survey, here's what we know right now. It looks like this new business card will have a $95 annual fee. You'll be able to earn 1.7 times points on your top 2 business categories each billing cycle, and then you'll earn 1.25 points on everything else. This is going to act more like a charge card as opposed to a credit card with no preset spending limits, so you will have more flexibility there. In my opinion, I'm not too excited about that, right? Because the first thing I think of is, well, what about the Blue Business Plus card, all right? The BBP, or Blue Business Plus card, gets 2 times points on everything, okay? That seems like a better way to go. Now, you do have a certain credit limit with that card, but earning 2x points as opposed to 1.75 or 1.25 is a pretty big difference, and it's important to note that the BBP has no annual fee as well. So, in my opinion, I don't know if I'm overly thrilled about this new card. Let me know what you think down in the comments, but for me, I think you could do a lot better. Delta, Delta, Delta. Oh boy. Delta announced that you will no longer be earning award miles through the Sky Miles program with basic economy fares. And you also won't be earning credit towards Medallion Elite status either. Wow, pretty big deal, and especially if you're someone that likes to book the cheapest fares possible, this is not very exciting news at all. Delta is very well respected in the industry. They're consistently ranked number 1 or number 2 in the industry for customer service in the airline industry, which I don't know how hard that could be necessarily, but they are thought of very highly. So you could see copycats with other airlines, right, doing the same thing that Delta is doing, where you won't get award miles based on basic airfares, and that could be very discouraging for people that like to book the cheapest flight possible. One of the pieces of news that I think got swept under the rug with all these changes with Delta was that although basic airfares can be modified or changed, now there's going to be a charge associated with that. If we recall, there were waivers that were given to people as the coronavirus was hitting, where they were able to make modifications or changes to basic airfares without paying a fee. Well, now that will change to either a $99 fee or a $199 fee, depending on where you're traveling, to make those changes now. And that starts in 2022. But I don't know. There's a lot of change here. I'm not very excited about it, and this is probably something that's going to trickle down to other airlines, so keep an eye out for it. I just wanted to give you the heads up now because when it starts with Delta, it'll most likely trickle down to other places, so stay tuned. Moving on to a little bit better news, Hilton has permanently extended its points expiration to 24 months. Now this goes above the current policy, which is 15 months of inactivity, all right? Now you have 24 months. This is really good news because with all the world events going on right now, some people may be afraid to travel, and that's perfectly understandable. Some people may just not know what's going to be open and what's not on a month-to-month basis, and that's perfectly fine too because that's 100% true. It's really hard to book travel 6 months out or a year out right now because things fluctuate so much and countries have different rules for travel. Things are changing all the time. So having this flexibility, I think, is very helpful. 24 months is a long time before your points expire, all right? And there are still ways to keep those points active even after 24 months. So I am glad that Hilton decided to permanently extend those. I think that's good news for everybody. If you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers news update, you know that I like to end the show on a really interesting food deal or food note, and this week is no different, as McDonald's has partnered with Mariah Carey. Let me say that one more time. McDonald's has partnered with Mariah Carey. That's right. McDonald's is launching a new Mariah Carey menu from December the 13th through December the 24th, highlighting some of Mariah Carey's favorite offerings and offering special wrapping for that food to celebrate Mariah Carey's love of the holidays. Now, what does all this mean? Is it a bunch of fluff? Well, no, there's actually a deal in here, believe it or not. Okay, I've got to read this just to make sure this is 100% accurate, okay? Each day from December 13th through December 24th, fans can score a different menu item for free from the Mariah menu on the McDonald's app with a $1 minimum purchase. And these are some of Mariah's favorites, apparently. Cheeseburger, soft bake, chocolate chip cookies, and much, much more. You can see the calendar there. It's like a little McDonald's advent calendar, for Pete's sake. The partnership with Mariah Carey is very interesting. If they don't have a jingle, well, let me throw this one out to you. All I want for Christmas is food. All right, you can send the check in the mail, McDonald's, and you can thank me later, all right? Hopefully that'll be the last time I sing on this channel, but I can't guarantee it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this partnership with Mariah Carey and McDonald's. What are your thoughts on the Delta changes to their policy? Not good news at all. I'm happy with the Hilton news for sure. Are you excited about the new American Express business card? Is it something that's intriguing? Are you looking for a business card? And are you going to be taking advantage of the Hyatt Bonus Journey program? A lot of news came out over the last week. Hopefully you're good and caught up. And let me remind you one more time, if you'd like to donate to the efforts in Kentucky, the tornado relief, check the link down in the description below. Every dollar will help, trust me, because there are some towns that have almost been wiped off the map entirely, and it's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of hands-on effort and donations to make change. So make sure that you take a look at that and donate anything you possibly can. As always, if you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, click, click. It's going to be time to check in on everything related to credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, McDonald's and Mariah Carey, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. I'll see you soon.